Adam with ND72. So today we're going to be doing some little bit stuff on the ML55. We're going to try to get a little bit more roadworthy. So what we got today, if anyone else saw in the other videos, I don't know if I even showed you, but I have a little bit of play, and you can hear a clunk. I'm going to show you what I 99% sure think it is. I've never done this repair, but it should be pretty easy. I'm going to show you what it is. So if you look right there, I'm going to try to do everything at the same time. So keep your eye like right over here, right where the steering rack is. I'm going to show you what I found. See if I can do it. I don't know if you can even, let me try to get a better kick on it. See how much play that has right there? I'm 99% sure that's not supposed to be like that. And then the other bushing on the other side, it don't move at all. So I'm pretty sure that's the problem. So I never had this issue on my other ML. I don't know if it's like a common thing, if it's just with these or whatever. But I went to FCP Euro, and I got a pack of the steering, what is it, like rack and pinion bushings, I think they were called. It comes in a pack of 4 of them. So what it looks like is there's basically one on the top and one on the bottom. So I'm hoping I can swing that bolt out and then push the rack far enough. I'm trying not to remove the whole rack. And then just pop these in and be done with it. I'm most likely going to change all 4, but we'll see how it goes. I've never done this before, so we're going to see how easy it is. Oh, also, if we get some time, we're probably going to test fit some, I think they're 33-inch tires on this thing, and see if it will clear with just some like minor modifications. It's going to be the same thing kind of like I did with the ML430, but I'm not quite ready to lift this yet, unless I get really bored and everything goes well for the bushings, and we'll see. Alright, so I basically already got everything all ready to get it done. So how you're going to do it is just unbolt the rack, unbolt everything, which I'm not going to go over all that because this is like an 8-hour job, but I'm going to go really quick. So you unbolt the rack, you unbolt the diff, you put the diff on a jack, and if you lift it up a little bit, the diff on the jack, you can see you got access to these 2 bolts, which are the bushings. And I'm going to show you how bad mine was. So here's the one from the driver's side bottom. And just to compare, this is what brand new is supposed to look like. And I didn't even, once I got the rack clear to that little area, it just fell right out. So you can see it's completely just gone. There's nothing there except the metal. So as you can see, let's see if I get a better view. I don't know if you can really tell because it's black and all that stuff, but there's like little pads right here. See if we can put it towards the sun. No, that's not even better. So we got that one out. I'm hoping the top will come the same way. Like literally I should just call them on my hand, and then I'm going to put grease, pop these in there, and put everything back. Alright, so we got it all done. They're pretty straightforward, so I'm going to try to show you the huge difference, which, like, what the bad one was, and this time I got it pretty low on the ground, so I'm going to kick it with my foot. So I don't know if you remember how bad it used to wiggle, but, like, that's me, like, really, really trying now, and it moves, like, slightly, but I think that's just the play. Before, with me just going like this, it was going all over the place. So night and effing day different. Much, much better. Alright, the next little thing we're going to do on the ML55 is just some motor mounts. I got them from Amazon. I'm going to kind of show you how bad the motor is now, just so you can kind of see how much it jumps. Yeah, I don't even know if that shot came out good because literally right when I rocked it, it shook the whole motor. But we're going to put it up. It looks like that's the passenger side ripped apart, but I grabbed them both. So we're going to put it up in the air, or at least enough, and then check it out. Alright, so to get it out, it's going to be an 18 up top and 2 16s on the bottom. If you've ever really done motor mounts before, always do the bottom first, and then you can lift up the engine. I'm going to show you what it looks like right now. So to make it so much easier, take your inner fender off. Take the exhaust shielding off right over here, which is, they're just a series of 10s. It's pretty easy. And then if you look straight here, once you jack the motor up a little bit, you could actually see where the 18 bolt was, or the nut. So it's going to be right there. Yeah, it's just, I'm not filming, it's like crappy angles of everything. So 18 right there, and then you get your 2 bottom ones, which I'll try to get a better picture once I install it, just because they're so hard to see. And then it should slide out. Let me try to get it. Oh, alright, so just a word of advice, which I just figured out. Well, it really did suck. Come on, man. So, drop the AC compressor down. So, drop the AC compressor down a little bit. You'll give it a little bit more room for that back left bolt. And what makes it a lot easier is to remove this bracket. You could probably get it out, but I just couldn't wiggle it enough. But yeah, this motor mount is like destroyed. Let me go to the light a little bit. So you can see it's like ripped up in 2 pieces. The only thing that's really holding it is the actual like bolt part. No cushion, so that's what I was rocking. Here's what a new one's supposed to look like. See? Night and day difference. So we're going to throw this one in and keep going. Alright guys, next what we're going to do is something I did to my other ML, which is really easy and quick to do. We're going to lift it a little bit. Just crank on those torsion bars a little. We're not going to index them yet. Just get like an inch or 2 up just by running that bolt in. Just because I think someone might have lowered it before. It looks pretty low from what I've seen other ML55s are. So we're going to measure it and crank it up. So weight it here right now, stock. Come on. I don't know if I could do this one hand properly. But it read 32. So I might be off a little bit just because I'm trying to do it with the camera. But yeah, it reads roughly 32 inches from where it is sitting right here. So we're going to go grab, I'm pretty sure it's like a 15 or an 18, and crank on those torsion bars really quick and see if it raises. Oh, the main reason, one of the other reasons we're doing it right now, because I keep bottoming out when I go through I have like a little course back there in the woods that I go through, and I keep bottoming out with where I hear it hit. So I think I need roughly this much clearance to clear. So we'll see if we can shove one of these in there after. Oh yeah, night difference. I went 4 turns on each side, and look, I could basically fit my wood under there now. Nice, and this should be, so we were at roughly 32, and I shook it a little bit. It might settle down a little bit, but we're up 34 now. So with my truck, the 4 turns brought it up, what was that, like roughly 2 inches. The truck is still going to settle a little bit, so it might drop another like maybe a half an inch or whatever it would be. So, but right now it's looking a lot better. I'm going to go drive around for it, let it get shooken up. Maybe I'll crank it a little bit more, but I'm liking it. Pretty nice. Truck is coming out nice. Alright, next little thing we're going to do is since I got this bumper in this car, the bumper's been destroyed. I kind of chunked it off a little bit more, just going off-roading and all that stuff a little bit already. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove this bumper, and also I don't like that it doesn't have a hitch. From what I remember, I could take my hitch off the 430 and throw it on there, and then I've seen a couple pictures of people have like just a bare bumper, and it looks pretty clean. So I'm going to take it off, see if I like it. Either way, it's got to look better than this smashed in the POS. Not bad, not bad. Alright, so to take these off, there's a little trim piece right over here that, well, mine was just Velcroed on. And then there's a few 10 mils, and then the whole bumper comes off. Mine literally shattered right when I didn't even mean to toss it that hard. I kind of just tossed it aside, and it shattered in pieces all over the place. So now I guess I'm stuck with this whole setup. So these things, they're just strapped in. So I'm going to cut those off, clean this whole thing off with the pressure washer, make it look nice. Most likely paint it. And then I should be able to put my hitch right there for free. So I got the one off the ML430 that I just took off. And it feels pretty effing heavy duty. And let me see. Yep, bolts will line right up. And I got a free hitch, which is also cool. If I'm right about this, you could flip it. But I think the trunk would hit. I'll have to check that. But that's what's cool about the Mercedes. All you do is 4 bolts. And then you can put your own hitch on them. I think they all come like that. But not bad. So I'm going to get some degreaser and everything and clean this whole thing off. And then most likely paint from back here black or something. Make it look pretty nice. And clean this up because it's a little rusty. So I just weighed the bumpers and all the back bracing that came off of that, of the ML55. And let me see. So that was like 8 pounds. That bucket was 5 pounds. Those were 6 pounds. So what is that? 11, 19 pounds right there. And then this whole like contraption was another like 15 pounds. So that's like what? 34 pounds off of the rear. Not bad. So we're not really trying to make like a race truck out of this or anything, but still like 15, 20 pounds off like an off-road vehicle off the rear will still give you a free little bit of a lift. And this bumper was destroyed, and right when I pulled it off, it was so brittle, just cracked in my hands. That's why every time I go over like any bumper off-road, I was dropping chunks, which is unsafe because people go like barefoot in a lot of those trails sometimes. I don't need anyone to get hurt, and I think once I clean up and paint that, I think it's going to look a lot cooler. And a little bit less poundage will give me better gas mileage. A little bit more power. I mean, like a little bit more like braking and all that stuff. Because if you know with any of my other, like, some of my other cars over here, like the Death Cart, once I stripped off all this weight, and this car weighs nothing now with nitrous, it flies. It's faster than sorry to say, some of my AMGs, just because how light it is. So the best part of like any build, kind of just simplify and then like add lightness. And that, because dropping weight will give you better braking, 0 to 60, everything. There's not really any big benefit to have just dead weight somewhere. So, and also the benefit about removing the rear bumpers, the other issue I have is sometimes when you come down like a huge dip or something like that, you hit the bumper. So now I'll be able to get more ground clearance, and these bumpers in the mud are like big shovels, so as you're going, it just rakes it up. So, I'm liking it. We're going to go get some paint from Home Depot to paint that rear bumper, and then finish putting the hitch on. Bam! We got the bumper all done up and painted. So originally I was debating on not painting like over here and keeping that silver, but it just looked kind of dirty and all that stuff, and I think with the black it looks so much nice. I got the hitch installed, which it literally was just the 4 bolts, you torque them down. So much better. Like, I don't even know, I like it a lot. One thing I'm thinking about actually even doing is maybe get this part painted black, which that really shouldn't cost me more than like 15, maybe 20 bucks or 50 bucks from someone, and it'll make the back end look so much cleaner. Pretty happy about it. Still got the AMG tips that are fitting like perfectly. Nice deal. Okay, the next little thing we're gonna do with the ML, we got it in the garage on the lift. We're gonna do one little thing that some people said on one of my other videos that I couldn't do this, that it wouldn't fit. Mainly I'm doing this for a little bit of that, and because I have these and they're free. So what we're gonna be doing is right here. So right here I got the rims and tires from my ML430 over there. Yeah, it looks kind of raggedy right now. I was taking rigmarole off it. So the factory ML55 ones are 18-inch rims, and they're 285, 60, 18. These are going to be 17-inch rims. These come out to be roughly a 32, and these are like a 31.1 is what I saw for like Tire Rack. I mean, they look, like, when you compare them, they look a little bit different, like, yeah, maybe an inch to a half an inch in overall diameter. But the biggest benefit of these is they're like brand new, basically mud tread, aggressive. They got knobs all over it, and they're basically brand new. I bought them for the 430, and then I got this truck, and I kind of stopped putting money into that truck just because this is going to be so much more of a better plant. So I like these rims so much. I'm going to keep these rims. I'm going to get them cleaned up, and I'm most likely going to powder coat them. Most likely myself. I'm going to try it out because I've been buying the stuff. And then I will put 35s on here. But just for money and it's Christmas time, these are literally free. I have them. They're in my backyard. So I could clean these up pretty good, and they should fit. They don't look too bad. I've seen a lot of people rock out this style rims. They will clear the calipers. One guy, more or less 1 to 2 guys said they wouldn't clear it, but I'm 99% sure they will clear it. So we're going to test that out today. We're just going to install one and see how it looks and everything like that. It might make the ride a little bit bumpy, but right now, if anyone remembers this truck, my truck, all the shocks are blown out and destroyed. So I am upgrading the shocks in the next video. But we're going to throw these on and just make sure they even fit before I start doing anything. Because if they don't fit, then I will be throwing these up online and trying to sell them. And then I'll just shoot right up to 35s on these. We'll see. So we got them on, and yeah, they clear 100%. I do need to get new brakes for this car, but yeah, they clear easily. In the back, there's so much more room. Or not more room, but there's so much room. So I'm going to lower it, and we're going to see how it actually looks with those on. Damn, yeah, that might look like it's still on it, but no, it's completely off the lift. It's like 2 inches down from the, what's it called? But I still have to put it back up to take these right back off. But man, looks pretty good. I am a big fan, and it's not hitting, like I put the light over here, it's not hitting anywhere. So it's not too big. I think if I do go to 35s, I might have to cut this bumper. Well, I'm going to remove it and get a tubular one anyways. But it's looking pretty good. The car has to settle a little bit more. But pretty nice. So the ML430 wheels did fit my ML55, so I'm super happy. This is going to save me a stupid amount of money, especially during the holidays and all that stuff. So we're going to throw all 4 of these on in the next episode, but for this one, we're kind of finished. We did a lot of little maintenance stuff and all that stuff. I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. This is Adam with ND72.
Lady versus Swiffer. Swiffer wins.